Is my grandpa secretly Commissioner Gordon? What burger of the day do I want to eat today?
How does Ben Grimm have children?
How is Hope gonna get herself out of this one?
Let's have a conversation.
Hello, welcome to Conversations with the Goob. That's me. Let's have a conversation. This week I thought we could talk about dads. I talked about grandparents in an earlier video, and this week I want to talk about my dad. My dad passed away when I was 13. I was turning 14, and yeah. So I've lived most of my life now without my dad, and I definitely miss him, especially as an adult now. There's so many situations where it's like I just wish my dad was around to get advice from him. It's hard, definitely hard, and my heart goes out to anyone else who's ever lost a parent, especially at a young age. I mean, it's rough. I mean, my mom didn't always give me the best advice for a guy, and a lot of things I can't really go to her for because it's guy stuff, or it's, and when I say guy stuff, I don't mean like masculine, like we're gonna pound some drywall or something. I mean like guy stuff like, she doesn't have the right plumbing in her pants to understand the advice, and it's difficult going to friends and stuff for that. It's stuff like, having a dad to talk to about it, but I thought about sharing some memories, because I want you to share some memories about your dad down below too. Even if he's still alive, I'm sure you have great memories and sad memories. But when I was really young, we went to this modeling shop. I don't remember where we were, but we were like driving through somewhere, and we went to some model store, and he wanted me to get this like wooden airplane kit that we could build together and all that. And I was just a kid, and I was like, I don't want that, I want this instead. And it was like parachuting soldiers and like a little styrofoam airplane, I believe, and stuff. And either way, I lost him like that same day on an escalator at a mall. I'm like, whatever. And then I just remembered regretting it the entire time. I'm like, Dad wanted to build that with me, and I was just too selfish to do that with him. And but I mean, I'm sure he understood. I'm a kid, and he was probably disappointed. But he's just like, I think I was like 9 at the time or something, and I even lost the toys that I like demanded I have instead of the airplane, and that's a regret I have. A good memory though. I loved spending time with my dad all the time, and so I had an opportunity. He was in the Air Force, so there was a lot of times where he would have to take time off and whatnot, and but I got tickets from school to Globetrotters. And even though I would have loved to see the Globetrotters, like we weren't going to make it in time or something, we're sitting in a parking lot in the mall, and I told him, I'm like, I don't really care where we go, I just want to spend some time with you. And he said, well, let's go to the arcade then. So we went and spent a couple hours in the arcade together, and that was a lot of fun. He knows I don't like sports, so he was like, I'm surprised you're wanting to go see that, it's basketball. I'm like, I know you like sports, and I just want to spend time with you. So we did something we both like. I mean, I would love to see the Globetrotters. I think as a kid I wasn't thinking that, but as an adult, I know that they're a comedic group, and I think it would be fun to see them. Still might be bored though. Sports are boring. But he was at every one of my wrestling tournaments. I'll get a picture of it right here. Well, not right where I just put the square, but I'll put a picture in here of it. You can see the back of his head in almost every one of the pictures. He liked to coach me. And I was really good when I was like 8 years old wrestling in Michigan, Wisconsin area. But then after he passed and we moved to Redline, I tried joining the wrestling team there. And I wasn't really that good, and I didn't feel motivated, and I was bullied a lot. So it's like that made me not even want to go to practice. And I just pretty much just stopped trying. But I was trying to do it. I wanted to, feel what it was like back when my dad was coaching me and all that. I missed him. Still miss him. But one thing that really upsets me, I'll probably hopefully get to build it one of these days, but right before he passed away, he bought me this big modeling kit, Millennium Falcon. I got it for Christmas. I was super excited. It's one of those that has a million little plastic pieces. You break off of it and glue them all together to build the inside out. And then, and then he passed away, like before he even had a chance to even open it. And they still had the cellophane on for the longest time. Moved with me for a while. A few years ago, I think Toby was 10 or 11, and he seemed interested in it. I pulled it out to look at it to see if we could do it. Open it up. There's no directions inside of it. I've had this thing for like 15 years at the point, or 10 years or whatever, and there's no directions in it. So I've been trying to track down directions for this modeling kit, because I can't put it together with no directions. So it's just sitting in the bottom of my pantry there, but I'd love to be able to put it together and put it on display. I do have this one airplane hung in my room. Maybe I'll try to get a picture of that. We built that together. It's got a little damage over the years, but I like to hang it up and put it on display because me and my dad built that together. But yeah, and he was a huge Cowboy fan, the Dallas Cowboys. I liked the Washington Redskins. At first it was just because of the colors, but then I noticed that there was like a huge rivalry between the Cowboys and the Indians, obviously. It was like almost every Thanksgiving the two of them played together. And so that was our thing. I don't think the Redskins ever beat the Cowboys the entire time my dad was alive. I remember in wood shop, I was like 9 or 10 or whatever. I built this like little wooden television set, and then I printed off a picture of a Redskin tackling a Cowboy. I think the project was supposed to create some sort of invention, and I think the invention I was creating was to freeze live TV or something. And at that time, it wasn't something that happened. I don't remember what the invention was. It was something to do with live TV and freezing it or rewinding it or I don't know, recording it. But stuff that didn't happen back then. And so I put that picture on the front of the TV because it was the first time a Redskin ever tackled a Cowboy. But yeah, my dad was in the military, active 21 years in the Air Force, died active duty, and there's a lot of times that I wish he was still around so I could get advice from even things I could probably get advice from other people, but it's just like, you watch those sitcoms and they always go to their dad. I don't have a dad that I could just run to. I have a neighbor that I could go and ask, but that's different. I can't just like, I would feel awkward going at like 10 o'clock at night anyways. I mean, my dad, I could call him up at midnight if he was around, you know, and be like, hey, we were trying to do this and it's not working. But I do have my father-in-law. It's different. I mean, it's always going to be different. So, but yeah, I want to hear some stories about your dads down below. Leave those in the comments down there. And remember, you don't need to have superpowers to be a hero.